Callie just chewing you out. It's great.
Can't use your intelligence as an excuse for everything.
I can try.
I mean, is he smart enough to not use his intelligence as an excuse for everything?
Dun dun dun.
Round and round it goes. Could have just let him, eat a second berry. Wouldn't have this problem.
But then my con would have been 17. That is literally my in-story reason as to why I have a high constitution.
Berries.
Because you're eating poison?
Poison berries. So I had to grow tough.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
if he
reason we
ever
haven't
offers
taken
you.
good berries.
Yeah, if he offers you them, don't take them.
Or do, for science.
I already gave some to a thrice.
She doesn't count. Barbarian.
Yeah, I've got a constitution for it. It's fine. I've eaten worse.
I believe it.
I mean, also cats.
Anyhow.
That would be an interesting way to do good berry spell. To have one hit point, it takes a hit point away.
I don't know if that's so much interesting as a chance for alignment shift.
But the
Once
important part
again,
I thought I had a tab
does it give the health first, or does it take the health first? This is important.
Either way, it would bring if you're feeding to an unconscious person, it would just stabilize them and leave them at 0.
yeah.
Yeah, right on the verge of dying again.
But if they're at 1 hit point and it takes it first, they go unconscious and then they come back.
Why are we feeding a good berry to someone at 1 hit point? I feel like this is a waste of a good berry.
So we have everyone. I feel like we're missing someone, but that might just be my brain going when
Scorgan.
Scorgan.
Alright, well. Who wants to do a little recap?
Not it.
I vote for one of the angels.
Well, Cole and I are trying to be really quiet, so not it.
From what I remember from last time, we had went to go look for Gar. All of our names are too damn close. We had went to go look for Gar. Managed to find him talking to a thieving crew is what I would assume. Had some words with them, and while we were leaving, our group was tailed by someone, in which I reacted in kind, sleeping many a people in the area, grabbing him, moving him off to a secluded area, and asked him some very pertinent questions.
Just ask.
Just
Nothing
ask.
more.
No.
And then you let him go.
I did let him go.
And he ran back into town.
Yep. As far as Lillian knows, that is all that has gone on.
Peoples from the other groups.
I guess since I'm the only one here out of me and Gar and I, when the townspeople were put to sleep, literally not the figurative meaning of put to sleep. Uh, Gar and I went with the guard captain, or one of the guards, I think it was the guard captain actually, as he tried to detain most of the group. He said, "Wait here," and everybody left except for Gar and I. And
No,
then
I
he,
stayed.
oh, did you?
Yes.
Okay, okay. But most people left, and guard captain took Gar and I to his barracks headquarters, something like that, and we pled innocent. He said, "If you see the rest of the group, tell them to come see me." And we said, "Okay."
Mm-hmm.
He seemed to believe that we had no ill intentions, at least to us. To me, that's what it seemed like he was thinking.
And then finally, the moral center of the group.
Hi.
Yeah, we've agreed that's Gardar.
Other moral center of the group.
The moral near center.
The moral duo of the group.
By all means, love. The floor is yours.
We're technically doing nicer things than the rest of the party. Visiting a assumed orphanage.
But visiting's a good word for it.
I guess we're waiting for things to settle down in there.
Yeah, pretty much. So we're gonna go in a circle. That's how I decided it. And Lillian, you let the guy go? What's your plan?
I know that he was sent by those people, and I know that they are looking for a sword. I don't know what for, but I know where they're going to look for it. So I will turn to Thrice and ask. So,
I walked away
oh right,
after
you.
saying I am not your therapy pet.
Oh.
Actually, forgot that I saw the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
you told me
Thrice.
nervous breakdown, so I turned around and just left.
Yeah. So, all right, I don't see Thrice there. It's like, right. Well, I know where they're going and what they're going to be going after. Might as well see what is going on that way. So she will make her way to the castle. I believe that is where they're headed.
I'm pretty sure you were told to keep.
The keep. Sorry. I will make my way there.
Okay. Well, it's pretty lucky because on your way there, the rest of I say the rest of the group, but Gardar and Alexander are leaving shortly, right around the time. Shortly after that was the words I was looking for.
I look to the party member and say, "The guard captain wants to see you. You should go see him now."
to me.
That was to whoever we're meeting here at the keep
Yes,
as we're leaving.
that was to you.
Mm.
He's right in there. Go ahead.
I have not a good track record with authority figures.
It's okay, they're nice.
It's coming from him, so I don't know whether that is either entirely honest because he doesn't know how to lie, or just how he pictures nice.
I don't know how I picture nice, to be fair.
I like to think you think we're nice.
Yes.
I'm not sure if that bodes well for the particular insight at hand.
I know. That's why I'm concerned. After some deliberation, she will make her way to the keep, uh, to up there where the guard captain is.
Could you give me a perception check, please? Oh, good.
Good
Um,
roll.
Gardar, Alexander, you guys going with her?
Where's she going? She's going to see the guard captain?
Yep.
No, that's okay. I feel like I've given enough information. I think she can handle it from here.
And Gardar?
I was told to stay with the angels.
You
This
just
is,
like putting up
I know.
again.
I will just stay right here. I will not move from. Okay, I will stay with Gar.
Fair.
On second thought, it might be better to go with her because I don't want her to. I want to see what she has to say. So I'll go. I say, you wait out here with Sortle.
I ignore Alexander as I hang out with Gar.
So, Lillian, as you're walking up to the keep, you're like at the gate. From the corner of your eye, you see your friend that you had just a little bit ago, still looking like they're in a lot of pain. And they are definitely talking to a guard. Frantically talking to a guard, specifically.
God damn it. All right, well, I'm gonna need to leave town, but this is how the character goes. She's going to see him, snap her attention that way, and say, "Hey, what did I just say?"
Oh, this is gonna go well.
Yeah, no, he freaks out, starts pointing at you, and starts screaming, that's her, and takes off the other way, running away from you.
Yeah.
And so, guards are running up to you.
I'm having bad reactions, but I'm trying to keep it calm. What are they going? I will wait.
Yeah, no, I mean one's pulling out manacles and they're getting ready to just straight up arrest.
I'm not going to let that happen.
Okay, what's your plan?
What's
I
going
will
on?
I will back up and I will say, do not touch me
What's your
Ma'am,
character's name again? Lillian.
with the mammoth.
ma'am, you're under arrest for suspected assault.
Lillian, just tell them the truth. Don't fight it. You only make
What,
things worse on yourself.
what that man was stalking us?
Hi, Gordon.
That I took precautions to make sure that my myself and others were
No,
not.
no, you're going to have to tell them once they're detained. They're not going to listen to you now. Lillian, just go with it. Lillian, just go with it.
I will not be put into chains again.
So as one reaches out to try and take your wrist, throw manacles on it, you gonna fight back?
Yeah.
So I'm basically the girlfriend in the ghetto neighborhood as the ghetto guy is getting arrested by the police. Stop fighting! Stop fighting! No, stop! Meanwhile, the ghetto guy is fighting and wrestling with the cops.
Thunderclap. Get him off me.
Oh,
She does not have a very good track record with authority figures. There's a reason.
well, they both fail. Yeah, and they clutch their ear,
I'm
but
gonna run.
you're running. Yeah,
I'm running.
you've got a lot more attention on you. Fun time.
Mm-hmm.
So, gonna skip over real quick to our duo who are waiting outside the house.
Oh, they probably heard it more
You
than
dead?
felt it.
Yeah,
300
yeah.
feet? No, 100 feet. I don't think so.
It's a fucking thunderclap.
That has a
Um,
very specific sound range.
Yep.
Makes very little sense that it works that way, but
You
fine.
can almost hear it, but not quite.
Don't worry, I can make a bigger one.
It is a comparatively small peal of thunder, not a roiling summer storm.
So, the dynamic duo up there at an orphanage. It's starting to get close to dusk.
Uh, there's still a lot of
Kids,
traffic, so to speak.
the kids are more or less starting to settle down. They've mostly gone to their own.
Has there been anyone older as of yet?
You specifically saw a maid and an older gentleman come by, talk to some of the children and then go back downstairs. Well, the older gentleman went back downstairs. The maid is like getting them in bed.
Older gentleman dress?
Um, like casual, very nice casual.
Like well put together. Um,
You wouldn't expect someone running an orphanage to have that kind of nice dress.
I mean, it's a pretty nice facility.
Yeah.
Nobles have their ways about them, I guess. Even here, huh? Okay, well, I think that's our one of our potential targets, love. Gonna, I guess, guess try to make sort of a mental layout from what I've been able to see door wise. We go in when the maid pops into one of the rooms real quick. Try and slip past her.
One moment, sorry. Okay. Yeah, and you already unlocked it, so you can just slip right. Not a problem at all.
Okay.
And it's pretty darn quiet inside now that the kids are mostly in.
Unlike my better half, I don't have expertise in stealth, so I'm gonna give myself guidance. Remember, Tally, you do still have my little inspiration pinprick.
I feel like I might have used that. I'm not
Did you?
sure.
Thinking.
Was it the thing that gave advantage for that nat one?
Yes, that was it. You did. Okay. Um. I'll give us each a prick off of Raven, then have him settle on the balcony. Something about a giant mechanical bird flapping through the building doesn't seem very stealthy.
Nah, that's very stealthy.
So the current hallway you're in, it's like got a hallway and then like a little railing, and you can immediately see the stairs. And in both ways, like if you picture like a square U, you're at the bottom of the.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Plan it for on my end. Tally, you have somewhere else you want to go? Is just try and get quickly past all these rooms and find that gentleman.
The only other thing I'd be thinking of is looking for study or like
Okay.
office.
You want to take the study? And I'll take the guy.
Yeah.
All right.
So while you're on the first floor, it is worth noting that all the rooms you see up here are bed or have been turned into bedrooms at the very least.
You mean the second floor?
Right, what I say?
You said second floor. Totally.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Okay. So, at the risk of being the one caught, I'll rush across first, being as about as stealthy as I can manage. Okay. Sorry. Oop. And we will throw the guidance on there. Every little thing of stealth matters. So
It definitely does.
16.
What was your disguise again? I don't remember. Sorry.
I'm just a very drab, plain-looking fellow. No major scruff or scrag to him, and again, very plain,
That's right.
nondescript clothes.
If I remember right, you said the most forgettable person possible.
Yeah.
Seems to work.
Generic-y generic.
Yeah, I know you get across, and as far as you can tell, no one gets out of bed.
Okay. Squirrel my way down the stairs and kind of start looking around for the well-to-do gentleman.
So as you get down the stairs, immediately to your left is the study. And then if you were to go around the wall right next to the staircase, you go into the living room, which is where the maid is currently cleaning.
Oh, she came down? She wasn't still helping the children go to bed?
You're right. I
I'm,
did
I'm,
specifically say
I'm
she
just
would stay
making
next to.
sure. I'll peek into the study real quick. See if it's a two birds one stone moment while I wait for the hoppily old wizard to come catch up to me.
Okay, I will say I changed to a elf in darker clothes. As lovely as the beard was.
It was a very nice beard.
So when you look in the study, it is pretty empty. No one's in there currently.
Okay.
It is kind of dark in there. It's kind of hard to see too much. Do changelings have night vision?
We don't, but I will press.
Do what now?
I'm sorry if you can't tell that's what we are out of character at this point.
I thought you were a
Angel.
doppelganger. I
The-
thought you were a doppelganger.
They are synonymous but different in the level of power.
I figured it was one or the other. And changeling doppelganger.
Yeah, doppelgangers aren't officially playable.
Okay, yeah.
But I have given her one item that I've crafted, which would also include one of my tinkered little magical infusions that she can use to produce a small bit of light.
Alrighty.
And I have one myself, like a little fake coin that we use for that sole purpose. We're actually both warlocks thrice.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
What is your plan, Tally?
Well, I was looking for the study, so
That's very convenient. Did you want to try and stealth through past all the bedrooms and stuff?
no, I want to wake all the kids up. Let them know, hey, there's a stranger in the house.
Weird choice, but okay.
Please no. Please. Please no.
I could do that! Thunderwave!
I already did that.
No, you did
Oh.
thunderclap.
Thunderclap.
He waved. You got the clap.
Yeah, so Took, as you're like looking around, there's your partner in crime.
I'll just kind of elbow the study door open, keeping a lookout for her. Say no more than 10 minutes. Then we try and bail. Okay. Meet you back here. And I will skitter away to try and find the gentleman. Only being stealthy if I hear someone. Otherwise, being quick or attempting to
Okay.
be.
What is your passive perception?
13.
Okay.
But we'll take a small mirror at every corner, kind of give it a quick peek around.
Yeah, from what you can tell. So if are you going straight into the living room or are you going the other way?
I'd probably go to the living room first, as it's just right there. It's the left hand. There's a study, small bit of wall, and then a living room. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So keeping the circuitous search pattern, we'll go let her handle the study and go straight to the living room.
Alrighty. The living room, same with the outside and the upstairs from what you can tell. It's pretty darn nice, especially for kids living here.
I'm a fan, very much so.
There's like very nice doodads on the wall. I meant shelves, not wall.
The man
Nice
manages to have
shelves.
knickknacks around children. I am impressed.
There's like nice painting. It's like maybe not like super rich, but it's pretty rich.
The paintings, any of them specifically stand out? Like being an artist myself.
There is one over the fireplace that seems to be a portrait of the owner in his younger days, and it is really well done, actually.
I will attempt to quickly commit it to memory. I failed to commit it to memory.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm in a rush.
And then connecting the living room is a dining room, and you can tell from the light that connecting the dining room is a kitchen, obviously.
Okay. I'll quickly check behind paintings in the living room. Just give him a like with a dagger, lift and peek. Small light.
Yeah, the dining room's also completely empty.
Yeah. I'll be spending my time being a little more thorough in the living room, seeing any hidden panels, things like that.
Give me an investigation and then tally the study.
So 11.
So when you're in the study and you have a little light, it's pretty nice. Like there's a lot of really nice looking books. It's really well kept. There's a desk in the corner with random pages strewn about. What is your plan, Tally? Anything in particular you want to look for? Or...
No, I'm sort of getting the feeling that we're looking for books. Um, but yeah, any odd things out of place, hidden things.
Yeah, if you want to give me an investigation as well. Oh, perfect. So, like I said, on the desk is a whole bunch of random generic paperwork. So I get distracted. There's like random generic paperwork. It doesn't seem to be super important. There's like an invoice here and there, but it's stuff like children's clothes and food. And then on the bookshelf, as you look through the books, there is one that you eventually see that also looks, pretty old looking compared to the rest, and it, is kind of like the ones you have. And when you pull it out, you actually see a keyhole.
A keyhole?
There's a keyhole behind the book, like into the wall.
Ah, so can I try and pick it?
You certainly can.
Someday I'll figure out how thieves' tools work.
You just click it. It uses your proficiency. So, not there.
it
Oh,
doesn't.
you didn't make a skill.
I guess I didn't.
It should be +4 right now, unless she's letting you use an attribute.
I'm not. I'm me. Oh, perfect. So I'll come back to you in just a moment. As you're looking through the Took, as you're looking through the living room looking for hidden stuff, you you just don't find anything.
Yeah, I'm being very careful not to move too many things. Just
Yeah, and I mean it's just a normal living room. You notice that some of the things, the reason they're stuck in or like they didn't get knocked down, is some things are actually glued onto the. And as you're looking, you hear a thump in the wall behind you, and then a grinding noise, and it's rather loud.
behind me being the wall adjacent between the study and the living room.
It's definitely coming from the study.
Okay. We'll
And
step out to the
Tally,
hall and just kind of look up and down, make sure no one's going, no one else heard that.
Tally, as you're in the room, like the moment it clicks just right, like you hear a loud thunk, and then a section of the wall scoots out of the way, leaving a path. And it's pretty darn loud.
Oh, good. Secret passage, not just something stored away. No, a whole passage.
And like a moment later, you start hearing people moving around upstairs. You know, specifically children.
I swear, if we have to fight the orphanage, our justification as the moral center is going to shift so dramatically.
Won't be the worst thing that happens here.
Maybe your mechanical raven can distract them.
I don't know about them waking up upstairs, but I won't make my way into the study real quick. They're not children; they're gnomes. It's just a bunch of gnomes and halflings.
This is just a front. It's just a front. They have a whole counterfeiting ring.
Is that is the American Dad episode?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I'm gonna go.
So, what is your plan of action?
Tally.
Uh,
There she is.
The part of me would like to just dash straight down. The other part, it's like, well, it was loud enough. He's probably coming. Um,
Give us a soft rap at the door. Good to come in.
yep, very good.
Slip in, shut the study door, and if possible, I will lock it.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
good idea.
Yeah, no, there's a very simple lock just right on the door. Gotta keep the kids out somehow when you're going down into your secret lab.
You find a bunch of clones of the children. You now know why all the knickknacks are in order. Bad children get cloned.
No, they actually glued them down, which again, I'm okay with this guy. Both kid proofed and semi thief proofed. Semi.
Instead of me.
Alright,
Oh,
I'll be right back.
I see, love. Quite the find. Shall we?
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna get trapped down a secret tunnel, we might as well do it together.
So I go down.
All right. And Took, are you following behind?
I'm trying to remember if I'm the tankier one or if she is. I can't.
In what regard?
Armor? I think you have the better saves. I'd hope you have the better saves.
I don't know. You kind of keep outdoing me every time I look at it.
Equaling,
Hmm.
and only in tools.
Hmm.
Um, but no, by all means, look for traps, love. Traps. Don't want him to be like that last time in Brusque.
Okay, I will look for traps.
Okay. And as you are looking, you hear a voice outside the door. Who's in there? Who locked this? And someone's trying to get in the door.
Sound like the old gentleman.
It's definitely an old guy.
It's the friggin' butler. Down we go. Cautiously. Helmet, don't you dare.
What?
I just read your message. Don't you dare.
Okay, so investigation for traps.
Okay.
This is where all my high rolls have been hiding.
As you so the path leads to a staircase, and as you're going down, you're able to very easily tell that certain steps are pressure plates. But you're pretty sure you notice all of them, so that's good.
Well, I will notice them one way or another.
Fair.
I do make it a point to only step where she does.
And it doesn't take you too long before you're in a rather cold basement. It's just a single room, and there is a chair. And sitting in the chair is a goblin with a sign around its neck that just says your test.
He says what now?
Your test. In comment.
Hmm.
On that note, we're gonna switch over real quick. Lillian, you're running from the cops.
Bow, 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 boop, boop, boop,
Wee woo, wee woo,
bum,
wee
bum,
woo.
bum, bum, bum.
The good news is, after you got away from the first couple, news is kind of slow to get to the rest.
Guard running behind the cops, making wee woo sounds.
It's his one job, and damn it, he's gonna do it.
Don't give me ideas.
He's got that big like cheerleader cone.
Are you there, Lillian?
I don't think I heard him come back. I know he stepped away.
Okay, well, we're gonna skip again real quick.
Oh,
And
yeah,
we'll come back.
score again. Awesome.
Gardar, Gar, and Alexander. Lillian just dashed off, ran away from the cops.
I'm just standing there in front of the key, like blink, 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 blink.
And the guard turns to you, Alexander. So, I take it they're not with you.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
I mean, we were an adventuring party, but I don't know how I feel about them now. I mean, they're obviously some sort of criminal or something. They didn't stick around and try to explain themselves. I mean, if I was innocent of a crime, I would stick around and explain to the guards what really happened. Only the guilty run.
Mm-mm.
That's
Sometimes if a little bunny is being chased by a big wolf, the bunny not guilty. The wolf just hungry.
I'm talking about.
You said only guilty run. I just proved it wasn't. I'm a genius.
Oh God.
Marlin the wizard.
The guy with 5 intelligence just outsmarted you.
My confidence in Gardar grows, and my confidence in the angels further declines.
Tally, give me this.
How can I agree with that logic, Gardar?
I think you're obligated not to.
So anyway, if you could bring her in for questioning, we would appreciate it. She's probably going to have a bounty on her by the morning.
Hey, who wants to make some money?
What did she do wrong? Like, you think you know somebody, but what did she do? I'm even aware of what crime
Well,
she could have done.
well, she attacked two members of the guard just now. You saw that.
Yes, I meant before that. But yes, that is
And
excusable.
we have a person who came to us saying that she attacked them and interrogated them using spells to try and make them speak.
What did they speak about?
I don't know. That's not my job to know. Point is, attacking a random civilian after putting them to sleep and dragging them away to a secluded. I don't know how much the bounty is yet. We'll find out as we get more evidence.
Most disconcerting.
Sir Turtle, it is definitely not your responsibility. It's just, I would appreciate it. I already offered a reward.
We just don't know what the bounty is yet.
You'll have to ask the boss, sir. I don't have the authority to say what you can.
She used to be our party member. It's our responsibility to bring her to justice. I go off in search of Lillian.
Alrighty.
Which I think I heard a chuckle, so I think he's back.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I thought I said something.
Oh, sorry, I might not have heard. So you ran away from the police. The good news is it's taken a little bit for information to get to the new guards. So you're not like immediately being followed after you get around a couple roads and stuff. What's your plan?
Currently flying by the seat of my pants and probably going to make my way outside of town. I mean, I have this flyer for a job in a bigger town, so I might go that way.
All right. As you're running, could you give me a perception and a dex save?
Come on, dice don't fail me now. Fuck. And dexterity save.
Okay, well, as you're running, you almost run directly into someone. The good news is you managed to just jump out of the way when you get a right. And when you do, you happen to catch a glimpse of them. and they look really familiar.
Is it the dude again?
It is not the dude.
I
It is
swear.
a woman.
At that point, I will go. Oh, sorry, ma'am. I have to keep going, and I will keep going on my way. Not
Okay,
not realizing who it is.
totally fair. Well, the good news is you get out of town without too much trouble.
Mm-hmm. Like, I am perfectly fine if I need to make a new character because if she's on the run.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know
But
what to do here for you.
yeah, that's perfectly fine. If I need to roll up a new character because of the choices I made, I am perfectly fine with that. Because I'm looking at this and like, all right, no one knows who I am. I'm not with the party. I have made no bond with them to help. I Lillian is terrified of being locked up again and would probably run for her life and try to, as she said before, she's starting anew. So if I need to start a new character, I'm perfectly fine with this.
I might recommend it.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Okay. I did not see this coming, but like this is exactly how I see this happening. Maybe later on I can bring Lillian back, but as of right now, she's fine.
Yeah, I am totally fine with you bringing it back at some point.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. So that happened.
And with that, Lillian has skipped town.
See, I'm not
So,
good at playing finicky and twitchy people because
oh,
she will just fire off fucking spells.
you are fine. It certainly left a very interesting chain of events.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna start with the rolling.
So we're gonna scoot back to Gardar, and Alexander real quick. What's your guys' plan?
I mean, she's long gone. Maybe we should look for her in the future. But Gar brings a good point. We're adventurers. We're not guards. We've known her for half a day. It's really not our responsibility. If I see her, I'll report her to the guards, but or at least find out why she did what she did. Whoa, good rolls.
Fair
They're-
enough.
They're very
Good.
the same.
Yeah, they're good.
The word you're looking for is good.
You don't have the great boon that I have, but you're still good.
Yes. Look, I find that hilarious, but uh, the I will be quiet as I make. The only question I have is source material. Any restrictions?
I believe the only restriction is no MTG.
Okay, that's fine.
Mutt can correct me if I'm wrong.
That is correct.
All right, great.
There.
No Minotaur yet.
Yeah.
Well, for you three at the keep, the guard lets you be. And yeah.
Okay, Gar, what do you think we should do now? I think we need to gather our party if we're going to take on the skeletons. I don't know how tough this particular skeleton is going to be, but also
I
I'm
can
not
be.
quite. Also, I'm not quite convinced it's only one skeleton.
We be fine. Me become dog. Me eat the skeletons. We good. I get 2 thumbs up.
You're just so precious.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I still think we should gather the rest of the group so they can be properly rewarded as well. Can't get rewarded if they don't participate in the quest.
Well, do you know where they're at?
I do not. I suggest we ask around, see if we can locate them.
I'm not so sure that this quest will wait. I mean, it seems pretty simple to find a skeleton walking around outside of town. I'm sure we're not the only adventurers undertaking this. I'm sure he gives this quest to anyone and everyone.
It's a good point. Well, Sir Tortle, what do you think we should do?
Well, there's one thing I know. It's good advertising, so I think we should go find the skeleton. He should be easy to find because that's the way I would do it.
Okay. Quick question. We're level what now?
4.
4?
4. Um, is there like, do I need to make a roll or anything to make a guess how tough a skeleton would be? Like, like, I mean, I don't want to say yes, my character knows about skeletons because that's kind of to kind of say I know something without rolling for it.
Would you be trying to think of it on your history of knowing them, or would you be like asking your god religiously?
I don't. Well, I should do that too. But no, I'll just guess like to see what I know as far as history or Arcana or whichever fits best.
It'd probably be history.
They're the same roll, but yeah, 22. Just trying to figure out the general toughness of a skeleton.
Skeletons are pretty weak. They're really flimsy. They're just bone. Like if you were to compare yourself to one, you're pretty sure you wouldn't have any trouble beating one
Okay,
if it was an average skeleton.
okay. So I relay the information to Gar and Gardar. This is going to be confusing quick. Uh, that oh yeah, I definitely think we can handle a single skeleton.
Right.
I suppose. I mean, the rest of the group it seems like they're doing their own things. I guess we should do our thing as well.
From what I understand, as you explained it to me, it's somewhere outside town. Was there a specific gate that it was supposed to be near?
Remind me, Leah, it was any of 3 directions except for one. What was the direction it wasn't south?
Yeah, I believe it was wandering from the north to the east.
I'm sorry, you cut out.
I believe it was going from the north to the east.
North to the east? Okay. Okay. So yes, it is outside town. Heading for it was traveling between the northern and eastern borders of town.
Okay.
I mean, I suppose we should go out there. Excuse me, go out there and see what we can find.
Sounds fair.
Sounds like we should head out the east gate and head north.
Sounds good to me.
Alrighty.
Gar, do you also agree to these plans?
Yes.
Yes, Gardar. You look to be the tracking type. think you can
Mhm.
find a pile of bones? Wearing
Are we
expensive armor?
outside of the city?
You're currently in front of the keep.
Sure. Well, let's go outside the city first, and then.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds good.
Okay, we're gonna pause on you guys for just a moment. So, our two sneaky friends, what's your plan with this goblin?
Goblin? Oh, I thought she said goblet.
I have no problem with that. I actually would take the goblin in a different campaign. Like I will never take Boblin. I will never take Boblin away from him.
Oh, I will, because it's fun to mess with them.
It's just chilly down
Yes.
here. Like if you were touching the bare stone for too long, you'd get it pretty good. It is also worth noting that the goblin is tied up and gagged. Maybe 15 feet. The room itself is maybe 20 by 20.
And all it has is the chair and the goblin.
Yep, nothing else.
Lights.
The only light is the light you guys. It doesn't fight you. It seems really worn down. Probably emaciated, hasn't eaten in a while. Fair enough.
Weird thing to be in an orphanage.
It's definitely interesting.
It wakes up. And it starts mumbling in Goblin. Do you speak Goblin? You get no response. It's got twine around its neck. It's pretty darn good. Maybe not like so good it blows your mind. It's very legible.
Speaking honestly, I think the test here is whether or not we let them live.
Rags. And like torn rags, if that. Not necessarily whipped, but just very crudely dressed.
Hmm.
Very eagerly drinks. It's still very eagerly drink, even if it's slow.
But it's not freaking out to us, it's just calm.
It's surprisingly calm, considering it's tied to a chair.
Investigate that.
There are no traps. Okay. Yeah, no, like it's very clear, very fast. There's nothing in the rack. It's pretty much just covering itself and nothing else. And as for if it's noticing you, it's really hard to tell. Or understanding. Oh, hey, look at that. No, it doesn't seem to understand you. I should say it seems to understand your intent of your words, but not what you're saying.
That'd be perception?
Yes. So you hear from the hall, you can hear someone still trying to bang on the door, trying to break it. It's getting more and more frantic as time goes on. It. I closed my picture at one moment. It did. Okay. Alrighty. It is really light. The goblin is maybe 10, maybe 20, rather.
Très magnifique.
Like, it's even light for a small goblin. It, it is, like, deadly calm.
Yep, I'm gonna do that.
Alrighty. And as you get back into the study, you see the door is pretty much about to come off its hinges.
Apparently, he never kept a key. Hmm. Okay, I will try. I actually don't know.
It's a really good question. So are you gonna try for it? Or you just happen at the window tell?
I'm gonna try and close it back up.
All right. How are you planning on trying?
Um, is there a? I actually don't really know that well how secret doors work. Is there like a lever, or do I just physically pull it back?
As you tug on it, it does seem to come with your pull. It's not easy though.
Okay, is there a check I'm gonna do for that?
Yeah, you can do a strength check if you're just gonna pull.
Like just lock it while it's open? Okay, I will try the key then.
You will have advantage.
With what check?
Thieves tools.
Ah, that again. My old foe. Ouch. Uh, wait, roll 3 times? That would. Oh.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, as you're messing with it, you just keep finagling it, and you just hear click, and it starts sliding. It is very loud. It's like metal grinding on metal, and then when it closes, again, there's that loud thumping.
Was the book actually detachable, or was it part of the mechanism?
It was detachable. It was pretty much just covering the spot.
Well, I'll keep it.
Alrighty.
And head for the window.
Out the window you guys go. Good news is you're on the first floor, so swoosh. So we're gonna pause on you guys real quick. So Thrice, I completely forgot you weren't with the group earlier, and I feel horrible. What is the kitty cat doing?
I've just been getting food, so after I got food, I'd be heading back to look for the rest of them.
Alrighty.
Specifically, the one I know needs looking after, Garadar. Because I don't think I was supposed to be separated from him. So I'm like, oh yeah, him.
I feel like the plan was we weren't supposed to get separated at all.
Yeah.
I went out for some for chicken dinner, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I was kind of supposed to watch him, I think, and find the turtle. Just walking down the street, chewing on chicken legs.
So could you give me a perception? Good news is it's not a very hard one. They're hard to miss.
I mean, I'm like 8 foot tall, blue and furry.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it doesn't take you long as you're just wandering, eating food. Where you totally come across Gardar specific.
It's gonna
I
be
found
a
turtle.
moment. I don't care. I got fried chicken. Nom, nom, nom.
I found turtle.
Every chicken is true.
She hides in a barrel eating chicken.
We gotta go get bones.
Yes, we're looking for the skeleton. No, not those kind of bones. We're looking for a wandering skeleton.
Alright, let's go smash it.
And then out of town you guys are, because I remember you guys were headed out of town.
Yep.
Yes, we're heading to the eastern side of outside the eastern gate of town, looking for the skeleton. I suggest we head from the eastern border all the way to the north and see if we can see it, while looking for tracks and clues.
Okay. Well, while you're looking for tracks, you can give me a survival.
I'm going to turn into a direwolf. And try to start sniffing.
Okay.
So do I get advantage because direwolf?
You know what?
I have keen hearing and smell.
You know what? Yes, you can.
Yay, puppy.
Just for you, Gardar. So the first little bit, you guys don't, really catch it. And then just out of nowhere, Gardar, you smell it. The smell of bones.
I do the point in the direction.
I take out my hammer and head that way.
I draw my dagger.
Alrighty. So you can go just a little bit further in. over the little hill, you see a skeleton literally just standing in a field, wearing all kinds of different pieces of armor.
I'm gonna run in and go and attack.
Prepare to cast magic.
All right,
Fire magic, to be specific.
you guys can all do your attacks before initiative.
Fight.
You're gonna surprise it. Oh, that's a whisper. That's cool.
That was not meant to be a whisper. Trying to figure out why that was a whisper. Wow, thrice.
Okay, I made up for it. I do a critical at 27 and do 2 plus 9 fire damage.
Okay. In the order they went, Gardar, you managed to bite.
Yay.
Thrice, can I get a D100?
Please don't hit me.
And Alexander, you just freaking demolished the thing, actually.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry, Guard. Did you want to attack it?
Actually, he would be saying, I don't think we were supposed to destroy this.
No, we were supposed to get the skeleton.
We were.
Just bring the armor back.
Yeah, exactly.
Were we? I
Yep.
thought the job, the way you explained it to me, we were supposed to find the skeleton and bring it back.
No, we destroy the skeleton and bring armor and weapons.
Huh.
So, Thrice, whenever you swing, you're distracted, you're eating chicken leg, and you just slam your weapon into the ground, and it's kind of stuck. So you punch the dirt with your mace. Warhammer, sorry. But on that note, well, the skeleton's exploded.
I grab a leg bone and just pat over.
I begin to gather armored weapon pieces. It really did, Gar. That's suspicious.
What was the reward for this quest again?
Oh, we are only getting 10% discount on our next purchase. It's not really a big reward.
Mm-hmm. I think I need to meet this this proprietor.
Yes, and we got to keep the armored weapons. So what did I gather from the skeleton as far as what armor and weapons it was wearing?
Yeah. I want to inspect this armor and weapons. Now that they bring that up.
It was specifically, I believe, a helm, a chest piece, and a sword. And all of them are completely rusted beyond repair.
Of course they are. Because that fits perfectly into the scheme. Gardar, my big man. My big dog, actually. I'm telling you, this guy's a genius.
I like my tail. And then I drop the bone and go back into the point.
Yes.
And I start growling, and my hackles raise up.
Wonder what's got him all riled up.
any of you guys want to give me a perception?
All of us.
Literally doing the hunting dog. Oh dear God. I know he's adorable, Alex, but you don't need a fawn.
I mean, it's really distracting. He's so adorable. So Thrace, the
I try to pet him.
you get the same realization very shortly after Gardar does. You know, he's pointing, so you see more skeletons. A lot more skeletons, and they're all wearing armor.
All wearing rusty armor. Well, of course.
He has brothers.
Angar, you see the same thing. The main difference, though, Thrace, is you notice that one of them actually has good looking.
Ooh, I want to get that one.
It's directly in the middle.
It has what now? Better
it ha-
armor. Okay.
Yeah, it actually has good looking armor.
I prepare for combat.
Now would be time for initiative. If I remember how to open initiative.
So
We also have to have our.
initiative.
It's also better if we have our tokens on the page somewhere, so
That
we
is
can.
a very good point.
You
Just
could
do
help
like me,
the
I threw mine
GM
up at the
out
top
and
of the
drag
map
him
last
out.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Just throw them up there at the top. Yeah.
Found it.
Always have issue dragging my token out.
That makes sense. Seeing I'm the one who saw them first.
I guess rolling doesn't make much sense, but yeah, I have a bonus to initiative equal to. My initiative is actually 13 due to tactical wit.
Oh God, I'm multiplying.
I did the same thing. Don't feel bad.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Jesus. It's 2 crits in a row for Thrace. Alright, Thrace. There's about 8-ish skeletons, like not that far to the north of.
I have the highest initiative modifier. I'm the lowest on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dice.
To
Yep.
head over there and do what the barbarian does best and rage.
Alrighty.
Oh, you know what? That's a race I haven't actually been.
What, skeleton?
Hmm? No, Genasi. I actually haven't been to Genasi.
Yeah, I'm going to head for the one in the middle, but he's surrounded by the other skeletons. So
Yeah.
I gotta knock some guys out of the way first.
That does make sense.
And because I really want to hit the one with the good armor, I'm going to frenzy.
Okay.
Everyone stay back.
There's one pissed cat.
Alright, I'm gonna try and snack one.
You hit it. If you break it, that first skeleton just crumbles under your blood.
I am paving the way to smack the one in the middle, so that was my plan completed.
By the way, how many skeletons are there exactly?
You see, well, 7 now. There was
Okay.
Gardar.
I will run up and just start eating some skeletons. So, bite.
You do hit.
Yay, I hit the undead.
It's numb.
And that's our turn.
Gar.
Okay. Gar reaches into his satchel, pulls out a device, and shakes it a minute, and then hucks it in the middle of a couple skeletons. You have to make it dex or take 1 damage.
They all save. Poor Gar.
No, that's fine. I didn't shake that one long enough.
You literally just threw the vial or globule or whatever, and it just smacked against the helmet.
I think that was actually a healing potion.
It was just empty.
Yeah, empty.
You know what? I'm really sorry, Thrice. I messed up. Your first Warhammer hit actually killed one of them.
Oh, well, if I smash more of them, I would be continuing forward to get the big guy. Unless there's multiple surrounding him in a circle.
Yeah, they're pretty much in a circle.
I'm
So
basically just bulldozing through.
did you want to redirect that attack to a different one? The second one?
Yeah, if I can hit the guy in the better armor after that, it'd be going for him.
Alrighty. Yeah, sorry about that. I completely forgot these guys are vulnerable to him.
Bludgeoning.
And he is still standing, but very broken arm. On that note,
That is a miss.
I'm pretty sure that's also a miss for you, Thrace. Alexander!
Yep. So I brandish my dagger menacingly, and I'm going to make a bolt of fire in my free hand and launch it at one of the lesser skeletons. If one's already injured, I want to launch it at that one. If not, I'll just fire at another one.
I'm gonna smack the one the Garda was attacking.
14 versus AC.
That will hit it.
3 fire damage.
It is still alive. Barely, but it's still alive.
Alright.
Those attacks against you guys.
Second one hits me.
Thrice does a 16 or 22 hit you?
Her phone's starting to run out of batteries.
Oh no.
What are they attacking with, by the way?
Short swords.
Okay. Do any of them seem to have bows or any ranged weapons equipped? Or on them at all?
One of the ones in the back seems to, but it's currently just fine cutting at the kitty cat.
Okay.
That is totally fair, Thrace. It is your turn. Give me a D100 again. Alrighty. You do have disadvantage for this attack. Because as you miss your first swing, I guess after getting attacked, you lose confidence. And it's just barely enough to not hit. I'm sorry. On that note, Gardar, your kitty friend lost their confidence and took a lot of pain.
Well, I got things in front of me that I gotta eat. So
That's very fair. That is a miss.
champa champa. More of a nibble nibble in this case.
Just not enough to break the bone.
Yep. That's about all I can do. So
Gar.
Gar. He reaches into his pack. And he's going to huck another his concoctions.
Alrighty. Two of them take the full brunt of the explosion. And one of those two happens to go down. It was the one that Garadar was trying to nibble on.
Excellent. And that's me done.
First two against Thrice, second one against Garadar.
The 20 hits me.
I'm gonna assume the crit hits thrice.
I'm pretty sure the 6 doesn't hit and the 24 is a crit, so it should.
Yeah.
Choose the 24.
There's your damages.
Is that 6 damage to thrice?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, does that make it my turn?
Remember, she's taking half damage because of rage.
Oh,
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
even better.
Assuming it's non-magical slashing, piercing, bludgeoning.
It is.
I don't think she remembered that.
It is non-magical. That is.
She has to adjust her hit points. I don't think she remembered that.
You're welcome.
Well, those are really simple. Alexander, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm getting tired of this. Time to bring out the big guns. Is the skeleton with the better armor? Does it have a better weapon?
He does have a better weapon.
What weapon
It
does he
looks-
have?
It's a short sword, but it looks pretty nice.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to target him. I pull a piece of iron from my what do you call it? Shoot, what's it called? Component pouch, and I light it on fire and flick it at the skeleton, and it causes a spell to go. Heat metal. I'm doing it on his armor. His armor is metal, right?
Yeah.
Is it heavy or medium?
It's medium.
Okay, yeah. So he takes 11 fire damage, and I assume he can't drop it on one turn.
Yeah.
So it takes like 5 minutes to take off medium armor quickly.
It's really interesting. I didn't consider that would hurt a skeleton.
It's magic.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, interesting.
Unless he has resistance or immunity to
No.
fire damage.
He does not. He actually crumbles under the heat.
Alright.
Just completely falls apart. The magic holding them together just goes whoosh.
Alright.
Anything else for you?
Well, that's my action. Let's see. How far away from the skeletons am I? I mean, I'm at least 60 feet in order to cast that spell. But
I'd say you're maybe like 40.
okay, I'll back up 20 feet.
Alrighty.
And then I think that's all I can do. Yeah, that's my turn. Thank you.
Kitty cat.
So since the good armored guy is down, I'm just gonna turn to the nearest rusty skeleton and swing away.
Sounds good. You break one.
I turn around the other way.
You break two. The second one pieces just go flying.
That's all I got.
So Garda,
Yes.
there are two skeletons left,
Mm-hmm.
And before you go to bite, you catch a familiar scent. Just it's your bosses.
Over where?
Well, they're definitely upwind, which would be towards the town.
I'll look at the skeleton. Look back towards where I think the bosses are.
My heart.
Oops. I clipped
Oh
away
God!
too
It's fine.
I didn't know we were that inspiring. That's a 19 for the first one.
And for the second one, apparently.
So you bite into the skeleton and you manage to rip it apart. But there is one skeleton left. On that note, Took, you're coming over a hill as you're heading towards the farmhouse, and you happen to see your party fighting a skeleton.
They at least see the bones lying around everywhere.
No, there's a skeleton left.
Probably does see the bones, but yeah, that's why I said a skeleton.
We leave them alone for less than an evening's pass. Love, really? And I'll pat again, friendly pat the goblin, like, all right, setting you down, set the goblin down, and roll the rifle over the shoulder, and ka-chow.
Kill still.
That wasn't damaged it. It's fine.
So you guys hear an explosion ring out from behind as the skeleton just takes a bullet. It's still standing, but and it goes over to Tally.
No, Raven.
Oh, I'm sorry, it goes to Raven.
Yeah, Raven, flaps over and spits.
How far away are they?
Are we within 30 feet after the Raven moves?
Yes.
Okay. 1d20 plus.
They pretty much ran in behind you guys from the
Okay. Gotcha.
Ran. We were so worried about you. We may or may not be magically enhanced right now. I'm sorry, I forgot my plus for this. +4. It helps me go back to the right window. Ah, God! Too many tabs! Oh my God!
that is a hit.
Alright. D6 plus 2. And this is acid damage. D6 plus 2. Yeah, fine. The guild can finally roll something.
So the skeleton's basically mostly melted. It's still standing up.
Now I'm done.
Skeleton.
Tally.
Is there a friendly near it?
Oh, there's a Gardar. And a Thrace.
Oops.
Oops.
Oh, like,
Oops.
Your short book does miss. I assume you're attacking the skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do actually miss Ed.
Oh, that's it. Just an oops. Carry on.
Gar.
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 Gar's turn. Okay. There's only one left, so there's no use to wasting my bombs. He pulls out a small syringe type device and hucks it at it.
There's just enough.
Is that a
Just-
javelin shaped like a needle?
It's a dart.
Oh, it's a dart.
Or a dart, yeah.
So, Gar, your dart basically just taps it and it just falls over and crumbles.
Ah!
It hits it in the shoulder with the feathers and falls over.
And that is the end of the skeleton.
And I charge my bosses.
I step aside, knowing which one he's after.
Oh, I prepare for a hug.
And wolf hug.
Just pick the goblin up out of the way too. Like, nope, don't eat that.
Many screeches.
And then I get off and transform back to Garadar.
The wolf is cuter.
Excuse you.
Sleepy kitty.
Well, hello there. I see we've all had an exciting evening.
Yep.
He looks like what I know him to look like, right? Both of them.
Yes.
Okay, they're not disguised. All right. I begin, give a little wave and begin gathering pieces of armor and weapons.
Someone's missing.
Yes, Lillian. She pissed off the guards and then ran far away.
Yeah, she zapped the guy and then I walked away.
Then she made a boom like I do and then ran away.
No one makes a boom like you do, Gardar.
Everybody's answer is, and then she ran away.
Blah blah blah, and then she ran away.
So, we have reacquired the Master Turtle. A fine throw there, sir. Good to have you back. At the cost of the Pale Angel. By the way, I have I once again shouldered a very calm goblin.
Who dat?
Don't know yet.
Placement.
No. This is a friend.
You
Maybe.
didn't kidnap that, did you?
Liberated. Rescued.
I'll say we have been doing nothing but honest work. What have y'all been doing apparently other than getting in trouble with the guards?
Insight.
Had some chickens.
Yeah, feel free.
We beat up skeletons.
A critical 22 for
So-
insight.
The first thing to note is if this was a kidnapped goblin, it is really common for a kidnapped goblin. And you don't think Took is lying?
He
I'm-
said he's
I'm-
been doing
I'm
honest work.
Definitely twisting the truth.
Yeah, at the very least, twisting the
It's-
truth. But it's not an outright lie.
It's roundabout truth.
Do I get the feeling that he's committing games in the process of what he's done?
What was that?
It's kind of hard to get, but there's a good chance that maybe.
Are you accusing us of crimes? You're judging us in a way as if we were criminals.
You were the only one. As far as I'm aware, we do not get any interactions with guards. I feel the real culprit here is Lillian. By the
To be
way,
fair, I didn't
w-
express that I don't believe him, by the way. I'm just gauging his reaction mentally.
Okay.
by the way, wizard, right?
I'm a conjurer and thaumaturge, yes. How may I help you?
Wonderful. I have. And there's a physical shudder at the utterance that follows. Need of your services.
Yes, how may I assist?
Unless anyone here happens to speak Goblin, I will be making a quick trip back into town to procure a scroll of comprehend language. Unfortunately, it is not one that I am versed in. But I believe that a studious wizard should be able to activate such an item.
Yes, I have the ability to comprehend a variety of languages, both naturally and magically.
Do you have the spell already?
I do.
Oh,
Well,
then
let me see. Let me look. No, I say let me look in my spell
it's
book
like maybe
here, and
check
I
your
look in my
book.
spell book and look for it. I look in it and see. Oh, yes, right here. Comprehend languages.
Wonderful. Now, I was hoping to be able to get it cast upon me. Not that I don't trust you, but what are y'all doing out here, anyways? I can table the goblin matter for a moment, but there's
We go after skeletons, boss.
Yes, there is a exactly. There was a job offer on the board that said destroy the skeletons and gather their armor and weapons and present them to the local smith, and he will reward us. We get to keep the armor and weapons, and also 10% off our next purchase at his shop.
oh, that is a wonderful scheme.
I mean,
Damn it, why didn't I
I
think of that?
honestly don't care too much about the 10% off. I don't use much in the way of weapons or armor, but I figured, what a nice way to help a citizen of the town. Plus, it was something to do while we're waiting for you guys.
Oh, you don't need to wait on us. We were having a night on the town that
Yeah,
turned
we didn't wait
into
on you.
some good doing. I pat the goblin.
Yeah, but I believe it was Gar that suggested we not wait on you and say that we should uh, continue with quests. So that's what we did.
No, I,
Good thing too, because we gathered some gear here.
I applaud the initiative. Just what did you gather? I see quite a bit of rust. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't see a need for the rusted bits.
Metal's always useful.
Found this rather nifty short sword.
I mean, if no one wants the rusty armor, I'll bag it.
I don't need it, so it's up to the rest of the party whether they want any of it.
Because metal scrap always comes in useful.
It's quite a good metal scrap too.
Also, this sword, it's quite nice. It might be enchanted in some manner or another, but I don't have the money or the materials to identify whether it has spells cast on it or not.
I could give it a
I mean,
look.
I can detect whether it's magical, but if it does have a spell on it, I can't identify what it is. Let me take a moment to see if it has a spell cast on it. The armor too. And I cast detect magic, and I look around at the weapons and armor as well as the characters, the player here.
Okay. So the sword you're using is not magical. You do actually get a faint magical glow on one of the rusted swords. And of the party, you're pretty sure Gardar is magic. He did turn into a dog.
And then Talion.
Yeah, we are covered in magic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse you, no prying.
So is the armor magical at all?
None of the armor seems to be magical.
Okay. So I hold up one of the bent and rusted swords and say, "This was magical, but I doubt it's of any use now." But the
Does,
sword is nice.
does it hold
Nice
an
sword
aura
though.
still?
It does.
Saves me the spell slot of casting it myself. Then, no, it is of use. Give me some time with it. I'll gesture to my bag. I'll just have to
Well,
visit with the jeweler in the morning.
I hold it out towards him, pommel first.
Yes, what color is the aura, Alexander? White by chance?
Yes, what kind of magic is it?
I-
Leela. Leah.
I don't know what different auras or which.
If you want to just say the school, he is a wizard. He'd be learned. Different GMs use different color schemes. We'll sit down and make one standardized for the setting eventually.
So you're pretty
Here's
sure
a spell
it's.
for reference.
Yeah, you. Oh, you literally learned in the school. Okay. Yeah, no. You're pretty sure it's divination.
Okay. I hand it to, I believe his name was Took, correct?
Kalar.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's your. All right, yeah. Hand it to Killar, and I will put the armor and weapon. I'll put the armor and weapon that's looks good. Uh, I'll hand it to Cardar and say, "Hold on to this, friend. We shall sell it for a hefty sum."
What sell?
I hold my bag over to Gardar, like, just come on.
Okay.
By the way, what magical aura is surrounding Mutt and Tally?
Yes?
Divination illusion.
Just yes?
Yeah. No necromancy. I will grant you there is no necromancy here.
It's a swirl of different colors.
As he looks at me with his special eyes, I will light up my little talisman to just make it even worse.
Sorry about that. I apparently cut out for a good solid 10 seconds.
He is like almost every type of magic except for necromancy.
All right. Make a mental note of.
I mean, I already did profess to being of magical craftsmanship and practice. I'm just that radiant. She is very lovely. Well, it is rather late. I suppose we head back to Farmer Hibrub's. We did all very abruptly leave, see how the old man is doing. He did offer you all a place to stay for the evening, since apparently you do not partake of my offer to stay on the ship. And I proceed to walk off with gun and goblet in tow.
I'm sorry, I was typing something. Did you want me to speak with that one for you?
Not here in the middle of the field, perhaps.
Fair enough. And I follow after.
Alright, and that is where we're gonna call it for the night.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you guys for joining us.
Thanks for running it, Leah. I appreciate it.
I'm sorry, Lillian is gone.
Look, that's how.
Let me put it this way. She's not as gone as she thinks.
No. I
She's got
And that threatening tone of statement is where I will stop the stream.